First round of the year at Kareela Golf Club off a handicap of 1.6. There's a creek that runs behind this green, so I went down a club to a 7 iron but then hit it really flush. Left me about a 7-footer downhill for birdie. This day it went in. The second hole is a really narrow downhill par 3. I pushed the tee shot out to the right and it's come up short of the green just near a cart path. Fortunately though, the back of the green is higher than the front, so it's not the worst of places to leave yourself, and the chip up the green came fairly close. So that's given me a tap in to keep the score going. I'm not a big fan of par 3s to start the course, so it's nice to finally get the driver out on the third. This is just trying to let it fade around the corner to leave yourself a short shot into the green. The ball below my feet did pull this left of the green and a little bit long, which has left it in a really tricky spot for the chip. I was thinking this was going to be really fast, so I was trying to be quite delicate with it, and then it's caught up in the fringe and left myself a putt that you wouldn't really want downhill breaking. Went close, not today, and I'm going to tap in from there for the bogey and back to level for the round. First hole that's really downwind means it's pretty straightforward drive. It's a narrow course in general. It's not my home course, but it's one that's fairly quiet at the moment. Tee shot left me in a really good spot to go at the pin, but I've hit this one a bit long downwind. I thought it was good in the air, but it's gone to the back of the green. Just getting used to the pace of the greens for the day. It's come up a little bit short, but was on line, and from there I have managed to make the par. The fifth hole sweeps quite a lot round to the right, which sort of suits my shape at the moment. If I don't concentrate, I let it move left to right, so that's fairly straightforward for my drive. Left me in another good wedge position, but this one's pretty thin, so it's gone over the back of the green into the fringe. Easy enough chip, which has just gone a little bit past the hole. I use my 54 degree around the green mostly, and from there I've made the putt again. The sixth hole was a temporary hole on the day, so really you're playing to a green that's just in the middle of the fairway. I have hit a 9 iron really well and put it pin high, not too far away, but like you can see with the putt, it's basically just putting on the fairway, so lag it up, tap it in. The seventh can be a risky tee shot because it's a big left to righter. For me, it's going downhill as well, so I use my forward and try and let it fade off the trees. I hit it pretty good but got away with it because I was really close to the hazard. From there it's left me another good wedge. Again, thought it was good in the air but it's gone long. That started to become a theme for the day, but from the back of the green, really getting a good pace of the greens now. I managed to get this one to go really close, made it an easy par. There's a lot of par 3s on this front 9. This one's a downhill narrow one, so I've tried to just hold a gentle 8 iron, but it's drifted and faded into the bunker. I did splash out quite nicely to about 6 or 7 foot. I didn't realise that the camera wasn't seeing that, but from there I've made a left to righter for par. Not wanting to miss 2 par 3s in a row, this was just a really safe 9 iron. It's a little bit downhill and against the wind as well. Hit it pretty good to the front of the green and then had a really good look at birdie. Thought this one might go in, but it slipped past, but an easy way to finish the front 9. This is a tough par 3. There's a creek half of the hole, it's narrow and long. So I've hit a hybrid well, it's gone just to the left of the green. I'm not too worried about that from that distance, you can't hit them all. From here it's not a great miss because it's over a bunker to a pin on a downslope. Played it a little bit safe, but got away with it because I've made a great putt. One of my best tee shots of the day, a forward up the left hand side on quite a tight hole. I wouldn't actually have gone this far to the left if I'd known how tight the hole was, but as it worked out it was perfect. Sadly I thinned the 9 iron into the green, although it did catch part of the green and managed to stop itself just on the back fringe. Downhill long putt, probably from about 40 foot. Again, starting to get the pace of the greens, and this one's gone really close. Looked in from a while back, almost. Another downhill par 3. I hit the tee shot good in it. Halfway through its flight I thought it was going to be close, but when it got past the trees the wind hit it and it went right and short. Terrible miss underneath the green, nothing to work with and a ridge in the green. So from here I'm just wanting to get past the pin. It's gone a long way past, better than short on this hole, and on this occasion the putt's gone in. Wouldn't expect that to go in normally, but it's just one of those days. Been waiting ages for a par 5, but then get to it and it's into the wind with water all up the left. So I've ballooned the tee shot a bit to the right. It's the safe miss. Under the trees, trying to punch a 5-iron just back into play and caught the last branch. Luckily though, it's gone into the fairway. Into quite a strong wind, so I've gone up a club to a 6-iron and swinging it softly to try and just get more of a punched ball flight. And from there it's made the front of the green. Gives me a good look at birdie, but we get away with a 5 on the hole. Awesome to get to a par 4 that's not into the wind. So I've gone at it with driver and hit a really good one, about 290 yards into the fairway. That's a shot that I didn't have a year ago before I started super speed training. The wedge into the green was another one that looked the right distance, but it's pitched pin high and run all the way through to the back of the green. Wasn't my best putt, but I've managed to sneak a look at it on the way past, so I knew the line coming back. Turn around and straight back into the wind, and I've ballooned this driver again, so it's a bit of a problem that I've got at the moment I need to work on. The driver's finished into some quite thick rough on the right, so I've gone up a club to a pitching wedge and just swung easy, really just trying to get like a punched shot out there to find the green as much as anything. On the green, lagged the putt down, really feel good with the pace of the greens. They're not particularly quick on this day, it means I get away with a 4. 16th is the longer of the par 4s, little bit downwind though, and I'm calling this my drive of the day. Could be a really difficult hole, but I've hit a great little fade 291 into the fairway. Wedge shot, again downhill, looked good in the air, but this swirling wind I never really got comfortable with and it's just gone over the back. From here I've got a bit of green to work with, so I've used the 54, rolled it down there reasonably close, and from there I've managed to make the putt. Long par 4, straight back towards the clubhouse, trying to punch a 4-iron. Hit it a little bit heavy, but it's landed on the green, run through miles, so it's gone long. From here I'm underneath the green, but I've played what's going to be my shot of the day. The wedge back into the green, up the hill a little bit, got it nice and close from a really difficult spot and got away with it. Wanted to get the round done at this point, never really got comfortable on what the distance was here, and ended up putting a gap wedge just short of the green. I knew the chip from there was downhill, running away from me was going to be quick, but I've still not played it great. It hit the green, spun on, and it's left me about a 7-footer uphill, 2 foot of break in it, not what you want to finish with. Just one of those days though where it's gone in and got away with a level par round to start the year, which I'm super pleased with. There's the scorecard. This really steady round for me. Don't normally get as fewer putts as that or as many up and downs. We'll normally hit more greens. Really pleased, off to a good start for the year.